here at Disney Cars Toy Club, and today we're doing another egg video for you guys. We're going to be opening up a total of 15 blind boxes, 6 Play-Doh eggs, and we're going to start the video off by opening up the Kinder Joy egg that's right here in the front row. Now, in last week's egg video, I asked you guys which Vinylmation that you'd like to see next, and it was an overwhelming response for the Star Wars Vinylmation, so that will be the next blind box case that I'll be ordering. And here's our Kinder Joy Egg surprise toy, and this is actually the first one of these that I've seen, so I have no idea what this is, but I'm gonna get it put together and we'll check it out. Alright, so here's the photo, and as you can see, it's something that goes on your wrist, which my wrist is actually just a little too big to really get it to fit properly. As you can see, it's all there pretty snugly tight, but the way this works, you have this little disc and it goes inside of here, and you're supposed to be able to just pull this back and then flick it forward, which is kind of hard for me to do without it on my wrist, but that's pretty much what that does. It's kind of a neat little bracelet, I guess, but we'll go ahead and set that off to the side. Now, let's open up this Ghostland. This kind of isn't a blind box, but it kind of is. It's a collector's tin that's got like a surprise figure inside of it. And this was requested, I want to say either last week or the week before, by one of our subscribers. There's, I think, 5 different tins to collect, so I'll be showing all 5 of them. And here is the little ghost inside of the collector's tin. And I think I actually like the tin more than the ghost. I really like the way this tin looks, and if you look kind of deep down inside of there, you can see a little ghost face. And it comes with this little piece of paper. And I guess this shows the different ones that you can collect. Here's a look at each one of them. And in case you're wondering where I bought this, I did get it from eBay. Now, let's open up the blind box that gets requested the most on the channel, the BFFs. These are always fun to open. The little tooth with the worm in it might be my favorite one that I've opened up so far. We did the magnet and the tape cassette right there last week. Got another new one this time. This one's gonna be Chester and Philip, and it says on the back, "Isn't love great?" and it spells it as in a cheese grater. Here's a look at both of them. I'll get it put together real quick and we'll take a look at it. So here's a look at both of them, and as you can see, the cheese actually has holes in it, which is really cool. I like how they did that. The only thing I don't like about this is there's nothing that really holds the cheese grater in place. Like, it doesn't snap in place. There's no little peg or anything like that. I really wish they would have made just like maybe a little peg just to kind of get it to actually sit in there and stay in there. But that's a really neat figure. We'll set that down. And let's open up the Dunny Sideshow. We haven't done one of these in a little while. Kind of just waiting to get back to these. I really like this series. We've gotten some really cool figures out of it. And looks like we got another new one, I think, if I can get it out of the package here. Oh, we did. We got another new one. So there he is. Here's a look at the back. And I'm wondering, is this one that you can, let's see. Yeah, you can turn it around and it looks like he's got 2 different faces on him. I love the figures that you can do that with. That's awesome. He's got a little face down there. He's got a bunch of little faces all over him. I guess he's got a total of 4. Unless you might can actually count that, and he's got 5. So this one's pretty crazy. Look at that. That is awesome. I love that figure. Again, I really like that series. We need to do more of those. We'll set that down, and let's go ahead and let's knock over the cheese first. Now let's go ahead and open up. This is the Nendoroid series, or the Hatsune Miku selection. I don't know how to say any of that stuff. This is also considered the character vocal series. So there's like so many different names on there, and you guys have commented and told me like 100 different things about these, so I don't know what the actual name of these are, but here's the character that we got. I'll get it taken out of the package and we'll take a better look at it. And here's our figure, and as you notice, the little scarf right there, it snaps onto the back. I say scarf, it's probably not even a scarf, but whatever it is, it snaps right there. Then the base connects into the back right there. And you can pose these in different ways. Also, if you buy more of these, you can actually swap the pieces around, including their hair. If you notice, the headpiece actually pops off here, which is what makes these kind of neat, because you can swap their hair around and make the characters look different. So again, I really like those anime blind boxes. We'll set that down, and let's open up our Marvel Vinylmation. This is Series 1. These are the expensive, hard to find ones. And for this one, let's see what we got. Oh, we got another, wow, we got another bearded Thor. This is the second one that we got. And the crazy thing about this one is this is the one that I said was really valuable, and we already got one of these. So now I have two of them, and between the two of those, it pretty much paid for the cost of the case. That's probably going to drive some people crazy. But there's our second bearded Thor. And since we did the series 1, let's go ahead and do the series 2. This is the Spider-Man series. And man, I can't get over that I got a second bearded Thor because of how valuable that thing is. That blows my mind. But let's go ahead and open up the next blind box here. Finally, we got Spider-Man. Look at that. Been waiting to get him. We've gotten a lot of the characters, but surprisingly, Spider-Man was one of the ones that we hadn't gotten yet. So here's a look at the back. And if you notice in his ears, he's got like these webs, but behind the webs, it's like a clear ear. On the back end of it, it's got like these buildings. And it makes this really cool like shadow effect back behind it. So that's pretty cool. We'll set that down. Let's open up a Play-Doh egg. We haven't opened any Of course, I knocked the gingerbread man's eye off, but let's go ahead and open up this purple one. We got some new blind boxes in here today too. And we also have a new surprise pack that I'm not going to spoil for you guys, but I think you're going to really like one of these surprise packs. But for this one, we got the Teeny Freaks. There's 12 different ones to collect. I'm trying to open this without cutting the little puzzle piece that's inside, and I almost cut the paper that goes in it, but the paper is not really that interesting because we've already seen the paper anyways. But let's take a look at the two puzzle pieces first. Let's see if I can figure out how these go together. And right there it is. So it looks like we got a little creepy clown right there. I hate clowns. My wife hates clowns too. But here's a look at the Teeny Freaks. So it looks like we got a fireman. And there's a Grim Reaper skeleton on the back. That goes well with Halloween, which is actually, Halloween is today that I'm recording this, even though you guys won't see it until next week, but I'm actually recording this video on Halloween. And here's a little alien, and there's a space astronaut. Those two go well together too, an alien and an astronaut. Now, if you watch the videos every week, you're probably thinking to yourself, I don't see any new blind boxes out here. That's because it was hidden behind our green Care Bear. This is going to be the Art of War Kidrobot Dunny series. There's the Dunny right there. It's kind of hard to read the writing, but it does say Art of War right there. Now, they did a discount, like a sale on the Kidrobot website, and these blind boxes were actually, I want to say they were about $3 each. So a case of them was actually pretty cheap. It was about $200 cheaper than what they sell for on like eBay and Amazon and stuff. So it's kind of neat that I was able to get these at a discount, and one of the subscribers had actually told me about that, so thank you to whoever told me about it. So this is going to be our first Art of War Dunny. There's a look at the card. There's a look at the back, and this says Colas. I don't know how to say that, but that's my best guess at it. And he is a 3 out of 40. So he's kind of I guess he's a common, and it shows him with a little staff, a scythe in his hand. There it is. I'm like, where's his weapon at? So let's put his little weapon in his hand. Now, if I had to pick one from this series that I'd really like to see, I actually, surprisingly, I really like this one. I'm glad we got this one today, but I think these three that are down here on the bottom with the different colored swords, I bet those are going to be really awesome looking, so I'm looking forward to seeing what those look like. But there is our Dunny. I'll set them down next to our other little Dunny down there. And speaking of Dunny, let's do a Chaos Bunny. So this is going to be, I have 2 boxes of these left, so we really don't have many left to open. This is going to be one here, and then I'm saving the final one for next week's video. And we got another Snow Bunny, which is actually already sitting out on the table. So what I'm going to do for you guys, instead of opening the last one in next week's video, we're going to go ahead and open it now. So here we go, the final blind box in the case. We have yet to get the sea snail, so I'm a little disappointed because I was really hoping we would get at least one of those. And unless it's in here, which this one might actually, I don't know if that feels like a snail or not, I can't really tell. And it's not. So unfortunately, we did the entire case, but did not get the rare one. We got this one, which is the one that's, his name is just Mr. Bunny. He's a 2 in 16, so he's a common one. And we unfortunately had already gotten this one in the past, but I'll get his ears put on real quick and we'll see what he looks like. So there's both our final 2 bunnies side by side with their ears put on. Now, just a little tip for those of you that plan on buying these, if you ever have trouble putting the ears in, what I do is I'll take my scissors and just kind of push it into the hole and twist it, and that'll help open up the hole just a little bit more to get the ears in, because sometimes those ears are pretty stubborn, they don't want to go in too well. But there's our 2 bunnies. We'll set them back here. And let's go ahead and open up the Azteca 2 Dunny. We've gotten some pretty cool figures out of this series too, including the Stone Face character, which is my favorite one from this set so far anyways. Did we get another new one? No, we did not. So we've already gotten this one. So what I'll do for you guys is I'll open one more. We had already gotten this little boxer Dunny. So here's try number 2 of the Dunny Azteca 2 series. Hopefully we get a new one this time if I can get the little package out. And for this one, yes, we did get a new one. Have not gotten this one before. So this one's kind of like a mean looking skeleton with an ammo pack going across it. Here's a look at the back. It's kind of a scary, creepy one. It's a shame that I'm uploading this after Halloween because we've gotten so many of the Halloween style characters. Let's go ahead and open up the Doctor Who series. This is the Titans vinyl figures. I want to say there's another Doctor Who blind box. And I want to say I've even done one of them on the channel a while back. I just can't remember. Maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there is another set or another series of these. So wow, we got one of the little creepy characters this time. So this one is Silent, who is a 2 in 20. This looks like something from like the Twilight Zone. I'm a little too young to be that familiar with the Twilight Zone, but I did watch a few of the episodes many years ago. And let's go ahead and open up the Moofia series. We're pretty much saving all the Play-Doh eggs here. We've only opened one. We still got 5 of them left. And there it is. And is this a... yeah, we've already gotten this one too. We got the little green one, I want to say maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So what I'll do for you guys, I'll open one more of these. Alright, so here we go with number 2 for the Moofias. I love saying that name, Moofia. It's such a fun name to say. And yeah, this one is a new one. I thought for a minute we got one of the little bottles that we got from like 3 weeks ago, but this actually is a new one. So this is a half and half fat-free bottle, which is decorated like a cow, as you can see. We'll set that down, and let's go ahead and just open up the rest of the blind boxes, and then we'll do all the Play-Doh eggs. So this is going to be the Fat Cap Series 3. Gotten some really fun characters out of this. I think we got the grenade last week. Hopefully we're not going to get another duplicate. Oh nice, we did get a new one. So wow, look at this one. It's got kind of like a little tiny face, and there's a fox going all the way around it. It's like a fur, like a fox fur. And there's actually another fox that's painted on right there. And not sure what that is. It's kind of hard to tell. It almost looks like a little piece of chicken or something. And of course these do rattle. And as I said last week, no, they do not spray, so you can't spray them. So that's a neat one. Set that down. And let's open up the Mickey's Wild West. We haven't done this one in a while. It's been, I want to say, almost 3 or 4 weeks since we did the last one. So it took us a little while to get back to this one. Still haven't gotten Donald Duck yet. Until now. So this is the one that I've been saying every time I open one of these, this is the one that I wanted to get. And he's got like a little Indian headdress that I almost thought it would pop off. It almost seems like it's wanting to pop off, but here's our Donald Duck. Right there he is on the box. And I don't even have to open the rest of the blind boxes or surprise packs to tell you this is going to be my favorite figure from today. I was really excited to see what this one looks like, and it's pretty cool. So glad we finally got this one, especially in this video since we got so many duplicates. I'm glad we got that one. And I just now realized as I was grabbing the Finders Keepers blind box that I had the other little green one back there. I was thinking that I did, but when I first looked out on the table I didn't see it, so I just assumed that he wasn't out there. And got a new one. This one is Thrash. This almost looks like a Skylander, doesn't it? This reminds me so much of one of the Skylanders, but here's our Thrash. It looks like a shark, I guess. So look at the back. He's got little fins for arms. So here's our Donutella. You know, one of you guys commented and said I was saying it wrong. I kept calling him Donatello, but it actually is an A. For some reason I was thinking it was an O, so I was calling it Donatello. Or Donatello, excuse me. I can't pronounce these things right no matter how hard I try. So it looks like we got a little donut flower. Look at this. Now that is awesome. And this one might actually end up being my favorite one from this series. It reminds me of like maybe something from a Super Mario game. It's real bright and colorful, and the green little stem right there just stands out. I think that would be awesome hanging from something. I'm definitely gonna put that somewhere. I just don't know where yet. But that is a very awesome collectible. Now let's go ahead and open up this marble-ish green looking Play-Doh egg. It's got some little dinosaur stickers on there. And for this one we got the Sword Art Online blind box. These are the little hangers or danglers, whatever they're supposed to be called. Hangers or danglers, one or the other. And there's the one that we got, and I'll get it taken out real quick. Now this one you could probably put in your pocket on a keychain because there's nothing on it that's sharp. See, with the elf that I showed you guys, the little ears on it were pretty sharp, but this one you could probably get away with putting that on a keychain. So we're down to our last 4 Play-Doh eggs, and if you notice this one's got the little 4-leaf clover similar to our Good Luck Bear that's back there in the back. And if I can get the Play-Doh off, some of you guys could probably already guess what it is, but this is going to be the Care Bears surprise pack. And we've done a few of these on the channel. We don't have that many of these left. And for this one, it looks like we got the Tenderheart Bear. And from looking at the back of the package, there's actually like 2 different versions of each one, but the different versions, I think it's just them raising one side of their hand or the other. Some of them are a little bit different, like this one's actually raising 2 hands, but not a lot of difference between the two. It'd have been pretty neat if we could have got the Good Luck Bear in this one though, but unfortunately we didn't. Now let's go ahead and open up our Happy Sunshine blue egg right here. Let's get this yellow Play-Doh off. Now for this one is a special egg. Some of you guys have been commenting and requesting like every single video to do the Series 11 My Little Pony. Well, I just so happened to have gotten these in this week right before I went to do this video. So here is our first Series 11 My Little Pony. And for this one, oh nice, we got this is actually my favorite one. This is Rainbow Dash. Here's a look at both sides. But here is our Rainbow Dash. And this one's actually my favorite pony because of the color scheme. I really like the rainbow colors on this one in the light blue. I just think it looks really nice. Like the colors look really good together. And I'm kind of curious how many of you guys would like to see an all My Little Pony surprise pack video. If enough people comment that you guys want to see that type of video, I might do that next week. So if that's something that you want to see, be sure and let me know. And once I upload this video, I'll come back and I'll check the comments, and if there's enough people that request it, I'll do that video for next week. And for our next surprise egg, we got the trash pack. We haven't done this one in a while. This one's actually shaped like a toilet. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. This is actually, I've done a few of the trash packs, but this is the first one that I've done that's shaped like a toilet. I'm not sure if Brandon has done any of these or not. Here are the 2 little characters that we got in this one. And so for our first one, we got this character, which I have no idea what that's supposed to be. It almost looks kind of like a strawberry that's gone bad, but I don't know. I can't really even guess at what that's supposed to be. It's kind of an interesting color though. It blends in with our background back there. And for this one looks kind of like a milk bottle that's kind of gone bad, that's oozing away. I'm not really sure, but there's our little mutant figure, whatever it's supposed to be. And for our final Play-Doh egg, let's see what we got for the last one. This one's got the brown and purple flowers on it. We got the Moshi monsters, Moshi. I don't know how to say these words, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. This is the Series 10, and for this one, you know what? We've already gotten that one right there, so I'm a little disappointed. But this one's a new one. This one we have not gotten. It looks like it's sitting in like a little tea kettle, and it's holding a big spoon. So there's the new one, and then here's our old grumpy sheriff that we've already gotten in the past. And I almost forgot to show the Moshi code. Here it is, first come first serve, so whoever's the fastest to enter it, there you go. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to press the like button, as that does help support the content on the channel. It allows us to continue making more videos like this. Also, if there's a blind box that you want to see on the channel, just be sure to comment below. We do read the comments. This is Disney Cars Toy Club, and as always, thanks for stopping by.